We have to stop being foolish and stupid. Obasanjo says democracy is not working for Africa. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has asserted that Western liberal democracy has not proven effective as a governing system in Africa. He argued that this system was not imposed on the continent and does not align with the needs of its people. Obasanjo made these remarks during his keynote address at a high-level consultation on rethinking Western liberal democracy for Africa in Abeokuta, the capital of Ogun State. The former military general contended that the Western model of democracy has faltered in Africa because it fails to consider the perspective of the majority. He highlighted that Western liberal democracy operates as a government of a few people over all the people or population, with these few individuals representing only some of the people and not the entire population. Obasanjo advocated for what he termed Afro-democracy as a substitute for Western liberal democracy. In his view, African countries should not adhere to a governance system for which they had no involvement in its definition and design. The weakness and failure of liberal democracy as it is practiced stem from its history, content and context and its practice, he said. Once you move from all the people to representative of the people, you start to encounter troubles and problems. For those who define it as a rule of majority, should the minority be ignored, neglected, and be excluded? In short, we have a system of government in which we have no hands to define and design, and we continue with it, even when we know that it is not working for us. Those who brought it to us are now questioning the rightness of the invention, its deliverability, and its relevance today without reform. The essence of any system of government is the welfare and well-being of the people, all the people. Here, we must interrogate performance of the democracy in the West when it originated from, and with us, the inheritors of what we are left with by our colonial powers. We are here to stop being foolish and stupid. Can we look inward and outward to see what in our country, culture, tradition, practice, and living over the years that we can learn from, adopt, and adapt with practices everywhere for a changed system of government that will service our purpose better and deliver? We have to think out of the box and after act with our new thinking. We are invited here to examine clinically the practice of liberal democracy, identify its shortcomings for society, and bring forth ideas and recommendations that can serve our purpose better. Knowing human beings for what we are and going by experiences and experiences of others. We are here to think as leaders of thought in the academia and leaders of thought with some experience in politics. I agree with what Baba said. And see, a lot of people will come outside and start saying, is it not you that said it? You taught them. See, I admire Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president. You know why? He did not let what he did made him to stop. Do you know there's some people who they are quiet because of what they did? Me will be saying, na me do this one. Na me can't do this one. If I can't come outside, I can't talk. People can't remember what I do. It takes bravery to acknowledge that you're actually wrong. But see, yet it does not keep you from saying the truth. A lot of people come outside and say, okay, listen to this now. As you did not enjoy your third term bid, you could have written a letter as usual. You see how the person is just speaking on the past of OBJ. And believe you me, I have said this before, the best people to advise Nigeria, the best people, is not with the electorate. It is people who have left, who once upon a time they were electorates. Obasanjo was a military leader, was also a democracy leader. To me, he is one of those that can actually come outside and say, he has seen it all. From the military angle, he was there. From the electorate angle, he was there. From the democratic club, he was there. So to me, he's one of the few that can actually prefer solutions. And the thing is because he does not paint his words. When talking, he will just give you bazaar. You understand? He will just drop it like bomb. He does not care. But this thing he's saying now is making a whole lot of sense. Why? The democracy we practice, we cannot, as in, we cannot say it is democracy. There is even democracy has something wrong with it. He said it is a, what's it called? It is majority carry the vote democracy. What happens to the minority? If majority is always carrying the vote, do you know that there is going to be what's it called? What's a grumbling among the minority that doesn't always make it to the majority? So you see, even the term democracy in itself is faulty. That is what he's saying. And enough of us trying to copy what he's saying is a lot of us trying to copy and trying to adapt a system that we were not a part of when it was actually how we become, like a system we did not invent. Rather, we can adjust. You understand? We can adjust. Okay, this is democracy. We can do Afro democracy, just like he said. And to me, this is very beautiful. I don't know about you. Obasanjo does not know what is called democracy, and therefore should stop talking about democracy. He was supposed to be a civilian president, but he ruled Nigeria for 8 years with military precision. Now, your own personal opinion with that. The kind of democratic system we are practicing here is uncalled for. Exactly. What on earth will the people in hundreds, thousands, and millions will vote, and it's at the cost that made of, say, 4 to 7 judges that decide the fate of the people all the time? Is this not serious aberration? My dear, apart from that, safe gone. If you want to even start from the soft, as in from the root, democracy is a majority, they say majority carries the vote in democracy, right? What happens to the minority? And then if you now want to put it, even the type we practice in Nigeria, to me, to its corruption democracy. That is what it is going to be called. Because how can you call the fact that people in thousands, do you know what it means? Come out and cast vote, and you say because INEC no sign up. And you're not even calling INEC out. You're not telling INEC that this thing is false. You are coming to say, you are going to give it to the other people. Meaning what? I think the minority are so foolish to accept the democratic system by voting when the majority carried the vote regional system would have been favorable to them. Now, how can you meet your enemy that a majority to vote you in? They are very aware of those facts that is why they can never accept regional any longer. If you know what is best for you, you had better advocate for your separate ways. Well, what of those who have been advocating for their separate ways and they have got nothing? My dear, it is not that easy. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.